Super Bowl Sunday. Today we're featuring a special. We have the Tom Brady Collins, made from fresh squeezed lemon juice and homemade simple syrup. You'd like to try one? Great. So if you're at home making cocktails and you don't have a proper measuring device, you can always use a shot glass, because I know you have some of those laying around. This is a 2-ounce shooter, and this one is 1.5 ounces. So if I need a 3/4 ounce, I know I can do just about half of this shot glass will get me there. Start with your tin. And I've got my fresh squeezed lemon juice. 3/4 ounce. Homemade simple syrup. Also 3/4 ounce. And I like a London Dry gin. You can use any gin that you prefer. And we do full 2 ounces of this. Great. Now we're gonna add our ice. And shake it up. Got a chilled Collins glass. Refreshing. If you don't have a strainer, you can do this trick. Just leave a little bit of room for it to pour out. Great. And then to top it off, to make it a Collins, usually it's a seltzer, but I like to add a little flavor. So we'll do some coconut LaCroix. And we're gonna top it with a splash of fresh orange juice. Straw. And a garnish. Cheers to Tom Brady. Oh yeah. Is it halftime yet? That's what I'm here for. Grab yourself a wine glass, pop it in the freezer so it'll be nice and chilled for this next cocktail. So of course I have to name a cocktail after the weekend. So this one's called Blinding Lights. It's 3/4 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice, just a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. I'm gonna throw in a dash of Angostura bitters, maybe 2. And 1.5 ounces of tequila, which means I can fill up this whole shot glass. I love Costco for their Kirkland brand tequila. But the Añejo, not so much. Silver, it's all right. We've got a very special ingredient called green chartreuse. This one has been a secret recipe since the 1600s. And only 3 monks who are alive right now in France know what the 160 botanicals are that's in it. So I'm gonna do 1/2 ounce. Give this one a shake long and hard. We want it to be really cold. Gonna be good. Throw in a lime wheel. Kerplop. Cheers to the weekend. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. I don't know anything about football. I only know boxing. Okay, but I do know cocktails. So we're gonna do a Buck, which is a classic cocktail. And since we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we should have the Tampa Buck. We're gonna start with a ½ ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice that I squeezed myself. 3/4 ounce of my fresh ginger syrup. It's a simple syrup, but it's also saturated with fresh ginger, which I strained out. So we're doing 3/4 ounce of ginger syrup. And 2 full ounces of bourbon. Bourbon is a spirit that's a whiskey, but it has to have 51% corn in the mash. Because of that, bourbon is a little bit sweeter than a traditional whiskey. Elijah Craig was a priest or a reverend. He was a real man. So we're doing 2 full ounces, which will fit in my shooter, of bourbon. Wowzer! Yeah. We got it pouring fast here on Super Bowl Sunday. Now, before I add the seltzer, what we're gonna do is give this a whip. Whipping is it's gonna add some air to that ginger syrup, and it's just a nice, easy shake without any ice. Boom. Whip it like a Polaroid picture. Now I can hear it sizzling. I got it just how I want it. This pandemic has got me out of bartending. Except for my roommates, which they love. Now we'll strain it over fresh ice. My hands are clean. There we go. Now to top it off, we're gonna use my favorite LaCroix. Lime. This is a traditional Buck with a little bit of a spin on it. Why not add a little bit of Angostura bitters? See how it'll drip down and color the cocktail. Give it some dimension. And I'm gonna garnish it with a lime. It's just that easy, folks. If you've got free time to make some syrups, get them to chill, squeeze some fresh juice, you're gonna love these cocktails. It'll be just like sitting at a bar. Buck Wild!